By popular request, a lot of people have been asking me, why do people hoard things in Marvel Strike Force? And I just want to say, in general, it's probably not a good idea to hoard things. There's no reason to hoard things if it's slowing your account from moving forward. Now, what happens sometimes in Marvel Strike Force is that in-game players will find that they have a resource that does not move their account forward at all, and they will hoard it. Let me give you a couple examples of some resources that I have that right now, like these purple catalyst orbs and these purple mutant gear. All of these orbs right here give out purple gear, and I don't need any purple gear. So I just don't open them. So sometimes it's just a function of not opening things because it doesn't do anything for my account. And that's a good percentage of the reason why things get hoarded. I just don't open anything because it doesn't help my account. Now, that is not always the case, and there's sometimes a good reason to hoard orbs. Now, an orb that I'm not hoarding right here is this Blitz orb. And the reason why I'm not hoarding the Blitz orb is because it has characters in it, 2 characters in it that I actually need. So as soon as I get these Blitz orbs open in my account, I open them. Now, raid orbs right now, I'm hoarding them currently. I don't have a big stockpile. I only have 9. But as soon as a character is added into the raid orb, like, for example, tomorrow, apparently Cloak is going to be coming into the raid store. And when Cloak comes into the raid store, I will open these orbs and get him then. So, and that's a situation where hoarding these orbs actually saved me, got me some extra resources. I just right now, I have every single character inside of the raid orb, so there's no point in me opening it. And then tomorrow, there'll be a new character in the raid orb, and because I saved them and I just didn't open them, even though there was nothing in there that would give them for me, then I will be able to get Cloak. So that's an example of hoarding working in my advantage. Now, there is an orb that I think most people should be hoarding from time to time, and that is red stars. Now, red stars have from time to time featured characters, and the one way to know if there's a featured character or not is that you can see this ×1 dark promotion credit. When there's a 10x dark promotion credits and it's paying 10 times on dark promotion credits, then there's no featured character. And if I go into the orb right now and I hit on the thing and I scroll all the way down to the bottom, I'll see that there will be some characters with boosted drop rates. Now, right now, we're in a strange situation where it's Ravager minions that have a 5% drop rate on each one. And because I don't need those Ravager minions, there's no reason for me to open the orbs. Typically, there's a new character, like a new character that just came out. Let's say the next character comes out as either Kate Bishop or Echo. Probably as soon as they're available for purchase, they will have a boosted drop rate of 15%. If that's a character you don't care about, then why not save the red stars until a character you do care about? Or once you get enough red stars, let's say you're targeting a certain amount of red stars for that character. Let's say you only want to get 3 stars or 4 stars or 5 stars. Once you get to the star level that you're targeting for, then it becomes a good time to stop pulling them and saving them for the next character. So red stars is probably one of the only orbs that I think is generally good to hoard, and that is to open them when you have a boosted drop rate on a featured character that you're actually pursuing. Now, I'm just going to go through and look at the rest of my orbs in my account and explain why I'm hoarding them. There's no reason to hoard gold orbs. I'm not expecting them to rework the gold orbs or anything like that. I'm just saving them because I do something called seed theory, which is kind of fun. And I like to open them when I'm doing seed theory. And so I just save them for seed theory. But other than that, there's no reason to save them. Training orbs. Same thing. There's no reason for me to save them at all. I'm just saving them because right now I don't need them, and so I'll open them when I have a chance. It's just something there. Like, I could really just open these right now and it would not make a difference. But there's no advantage to saving them or opening them. T3 ability orbs, there's nothing. I don't need T3 ability orbs. T3s, literally, I have hundreds. I believe I have over 100,000 of these. Like right there, 106,000. Now, what happened there is I did open up a T4 ability material. Now, if I was looking for T4 ability materials, I'd probably open these orbs. But these orbs typically just give these T3s. So there's really no point in opening these. So I'm just going to let them sit there because it doesn't help my account. Same thing with these T2 ability materials. I have many of these, and so there's no point in opening them. And so I just let them sit there. And the idea is maybe someday they'll get reworked. That's very unlikely, but it is. Milestone 2 orb. There's no reason for me to hoard this orb either. I should be opening them. Actually, sometimes there's 14s in here that help my account. And see, none of this stuff helps my account. Now there's gold. So this is an orb that I should not be hoarding. So I'm glad that I'm making the video, because there's actually things inside here that could help me. There could be training materials, gold orbs, all of those things I could be using for upgrading my roster. And so there's no point in me hoarding them. And so I've opened them up, and I also can use this gold gear. So that is a good thing that I opened it. All right, let's keep going through the rest of it. I opened up all of those. We talked about that. We talked about this arena orb. Right now I'm waiting for characters to go from the arena orb into right now there's only one character in here that I don't have, and she's the one with the boosted drop rates, and that is Colleen. And so what I'm waiting for is for her to be dropped into the supplies. And so as soon as she gets dropped into supplies, I'll start spending the currency to upgrading her. So I'm waiting for her to go right here. Now this is something worth talking about. Why do I hoard this currency up here? There's a couple things right here, and this has actually been setting my account back. I've been hoarding this currency right here in anticipation of them bringing something to the store called a Teal Gear War Orb 1. And hopefully that gets released this patch. And because that is something that they did when they finished Dark Dimension 4, is they released this orb afterwards. And so right now Dark Dimension 5 has been out for a couple months, and we're all expecting that someday in the future they're going to release a Teal Gear War Orb 2. So I'm saving this currency waiting for that. Now the problem with that is I have not been opening these Orange Gear War Orb 1s, which hoard to 14s. And so I've really slowed down my account by not opening them, and it probably was a mistake. And that's also kind of a reason why hoarding is bad. Now this right here is a currency that can be used to open at the very bottom, and I could actually purchase, if I wanted to, Elite 4 credits right here for 6,000. Now at one point in a test server they said they were going to expand and use this currency for something, and there was pushback. This went back to the play test for the recent upgrades to where they expanded the number of rooms inside of Alliance War, and they said that they were going to use that currency right there. And then there was kind of pushback from the playtest server people, the people that were testing that particular game mode, and so they decided not to use that. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to use that, but that is the Stark Tech currency. I have my Stark Tech maxed out, and probably I should be opening these Elite 4 credits, but I'm just always, there's this worry that someday they will use this currency for some sort of new game mode. Again, saving Elite 4s for boosted drop rates on a character that makes sense. And then right here, there's really no reason for me to hoard these. I should be opening my characters, opening up my blue support orbs. There's a lot of characters that need to upgrade, and I just haven't had time to identify the war offense teams that I want. A lot of that has to do with that I also am having some problems with my brawler green ISO. And so a lot of the characters that I want to upgrade, I'm currently farming green ISO, and so I don't have it. Lastly, Ultimus, I just open up my Ultimus orbs when I get them, because there actually are characters in here that are worth opening and getting. Let's see what we get here. We're going to open these up right now. Maybe I'll get something that is not a duplicate or Ultimus food. So it's just a function of, does it help my account or does it not open my account? But I think in general, most people should not be hoarding at all. It's just going to be slowing your account down. And the only reason why I do it is because opening all of those right there did nothing for me. All of those went back into Ultimus food, and I probably can open up one more orb. No, not quite. So that is it. I hope that answers your questions about why certain people hoard orbs. Mostly it comes down to that the orbs get saved only because they're not progressing my account, and then hoping for the idea that someday they'll be converted into something that will help my account. But I think in general, most people should not be hoarding anything at all, with the only exception possibly would be Red Star orbs, where we open this premium orb. So we got that from, that was from the milestone. Again, all goes back into orb. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.
Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony.